Hey everybody, NW Order for Life here with One Piece Chapter 764 review. In this chapter we learned that Corazon can speak, and he's been hiding that fact from the family and everybody else because he is pretty much on a secret mission, but I'll get into that a little bit later. And, he is got a goal, and what he tells Law is that his goal is to stop his brother Doflamingo, because Doflamingo has this madness inside of him, this craziness that we see in a flashback where uh, Doflamingo and Corazon's father is being tortured on the wall, and he's begging, and Corazon is begging as a kid, saying like, "Oh, Dad, I just want to die." And Doflamingo is like, "I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna kill you all. Do you hear me? This won't kill me. I'll kill you all." So basically, Doflamingo is, been really psycho for a long time, and Corazon feels as his younger brother, it's his duty to bring him to justice, or at least to make sure to take care of him. And Law is he tries to convince Law to basically, like, leave, go get medical treatment, because your life is most important to you, and don't follow Law, don't follow Dofi, because Dofi is nuts, and you're a D, and the D, according to Corazon, is a legend about like one particular island calls the D like the ones who, I don't remember the exact quote. I see if I can find it right now, but it's something along the lines of like God's natural enemy. So God's natural enemy, this clan of the D, the D people are. It's funny saying it, isn't it? But the D initial is not isolated to a specific like family or clan or anything like that. They just appear randomly throughout history, individuals with the name of D, and it's brought about like terror upon the Tenryubuto, and you know you can consider people that have the initial D to be like enemies of the Tenryubuto, but he says that Doflamingo isn't just enemies of the Tenryubuto. He wants to like destroy everything. He is intent on bringing the world to its knees because of the pain he went through, the suffering as a kid or whatever, being forced to have his life dramatically changed, and then, treated like garbage, I guess, from the people, and then throwing stones at him and torturing him and whatever. And so Law says he don't care, because Law is going to die anyway in a year, and he's Doflamingo's subordinate and not Corazon, so screw you, Corazon, I'm going to go tell Doflamingo everything. Corazon tries to stop him with a kick, and Law pretty much blocks it and like throws him to the side, and basically Law says he's gotten much stronger in the past 2 years. And Corazon's like, "Ah, shit, he's going to tell on me, I'm in trouble, I should never have said that. What am I going to do?" So Corazon returns home, and Law says nothing to Doflamingo. Doflamingo just says, "Corazon, we got to go, do something, I forget." And it was a funny scene of Law buying off Buffalo again, and then asking Baby 5 for the money to pay for his ice cream. And she's like, "Okay." And then in the bubble, it's like, "It's me," with like a heart on it or something. So Baby 5 being ridiculous as always, even when she was a little girl. And there was also the scene where Corazon was like trying to act all cool to Law when he was feeling that he could talk, and yet he still had his shoulder on fire, because Corazon is apparently like klutz with everything. So he set his own arm on fire when he was trying to light the cigarette. So pretty funny. And then we see something really interesting, and that's, well, first Corazon grabs Law and leaves a note for Doflamingo saying that they went to go cure Law's illness. And they show a montage of I wouldn't say montage. They show many scenes of Corazon and Law going to different cities, countries, whatever, trying to find a cure for Law. And this is mostly Corazon, Corazon, because Law doesn't want to do anything because Law thinks it's futile. Nobody can cure it. Nobody cares about him, and pretty much Law is proven right because every city turns him down. Gets afraid, there's rumors saying, why aren't they all dead? Like, what's going on? Like, get this kid out of here, like, kill him, And Corazon kind of beats up a couple of doctors or whatever, but they still stay on their travels or whatever. And then Law and Corazon talk, and Corazon is, he's calling Admiral Sengoku. And Admiral Sengoku is basically calls him a different name. I forget the name he calls him, but I could look again. Let's see. But Admiral Sengoku calls him this name, and we find out that he's basically calls him Rosinante. And we find out that Corazon is basically on a secret mission for Sengoku, where he is looking into the family. He's keeping tabs on the Doflamingo family, the Don Quixote, whatever it's called, and he's telling Sengoku everything and being like a spy for the Navy. And then we found out a little bit before that Corazon told Law that Vergo, the former Corazon, is on a secret mission for the family. He didn't know what it was. And then after Sengoku hangs up with Corazon, we see that Vergo steps in the office and is like this new guy, new recruit. Well, he's been in the Navy for a couple of years or whatever, and now he's ready to move on to the G5 Marines. And Sengoku is praising him for his work ethic and how good he is and everything like that. So that's really cool how they bring it all back to Vergo, getting his start in the Navy, and fulfilling Doflamingo's sinister role of infiltrating the Navy. And then, basically, at the very end of the chapter, Doflamingo gets a call. And we don't know if this call is who it's from. So I would venture to guess either from Vergo, or it's from maybe one of his, family lieutenants or something, one of the other members of the family, because the call basically, on the other line, they say, oh, well, it says it's me, Corazon. So if the snail says it's me, Corazon, I think that's Doflamingo. Yeah, it's Doflamingo talking to Corazon. Apparently, he just called Corazon, so I guess I was totally off with what I was saying there. I just interpreted it a different way. But yeah, so that's the chapter. Really good chapter. Great, setup story with Corazon and Vergo, and I just love how Oda connects everything. He doesn't forget nothing. Like Kishi just forgets crap, Oda doesn't. Oda goes back to it, Oda references it, and it's just great. I love that. And some comedy in the chapter, bond building between Law and Corazon, and the reason why Law didn't tell him Corazon, by the way, is because Corazon never told on Law when Law stabbed him, so that's why they were even. That's why Law did that. But yeah, and really good stuff. A good chapter. 8 out of 10 definitely, because it was just good. Not too much action or any action, but there was some nice flashbacks where there was torture, and you find out a little bit more about Doflamingo, but why he was more spurred on with his hatred, and how Corazon feels about his brother. He says his brother was the black, not necessarily black sheep. He says his brother was born. He's like a devil, born from his kind mother and father. Like, how in the hell did they make this kid? Because this kid's a devil or whatever. So it's good, really good character development, backstory, and as always, One Piece is a great chapter. So there you go. That's my rating, 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching this review. Be sure to rate and comment in the box below. Let me know what you thought about Corazon and Law, and the fruit, the silent fruit, nagi nagi fruit, and you know what do you think? How do you think Laura comes to get the opie opie fruit? And you know what's going to happen with Doflamingo's call, or just whatever you can think about, guys. Let me know below, and please subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks, and have a great day, or night, I should say. It's night.